Stop selling like everyone else. What I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about sales and marketing. Most experts are trapped in a system that forces them to dig into people's pain, manufacture urgency, and therefore compete on price. But there's a completely different way to sell, one that feels joyful, attracts premium clients, and commands fees of $100K, $250K, even millions of dollars per transaction. Today, I'm going to reveal the fundamental differences between mainstream and iconic sales strategies, giving you the exact workflow for both and show you why this is the moment for experts to make this leap. Because here's what I've discovered. When you understand these differences, literally everything changes. Let me start by showing you exactly how mainstream selling works and why it's destroying your soul and your potential. Mainstream selling is built on one foundational belief: find the pain, press the bruise, and become the fix. You've seen this everywhere, right? Are you struggling with? Are you tired of feeling? What if this problem gets worse? They teach you to dig deep into problems, connecting prospects to their pain points, and position yourself as the solution to what's broken. And here's the mainstream workflow that they've trained you to follow. Step 1, find the pain point. Step 2, dig deeper into that pain. Step 3, show them what happens when it gets worse. Step 4, press them, push them as far as you can into that pain. Step 5, take their credit card. Add in all that manufactured urgency. You know, this offer expires at midnight. The fake scarcity, only 3 spots left, and the made up bonuses with thousands of dollars and guarantees with more disclaimers than a pharmaceutical commercial. Sound familiar? We've all been at those webinars with sales trainers teaching us these exact techniques. Now, does it work? Sure, for a while, but here's the problem. First, pain-based selling only creates short-term relationships. Once you fix someone's problem, they're done with you. Second, you become exhausted, constantly manufacturing drama and urgency. And then third, you attract clients motivated by desperation instead of vision. Fourth, you are competing with everyone else using the same playbook. But here's what really breaks my heart about mainstream selling. You end up delivering some watered down, templated version of your genius because you're selling from a template and a script. Now let me show you how the iconic brands really sell and why this changes everything for experts just like you. Iconic selling operates on a completely different frequency. We sell to desire, not pain. Luxury buyers don't need what you have. Yes, there may well be a pain point somewhere in the background, but that's not what's actually driving the purchase. What drives the purchase is an expanded vision of possibility. Think about it. Nobody needs a Rolex, but they desire the status and the craftsmanship. Nobody needs to work with a $250K consultant, but they desire access to wisdom that puts them in a league beyond their competitors. And here's the iconic sales workflow. Step 1, listen to their desires, and I mean really listen. Step 2, acknowledge them and show that you understand. Step 3, expand their vision of possibility. Show them something beyond what they knew was possible. And step 4, show them that you are the only person who can make this desire come to life. Step 5, invite them into the transformation. There's no need for manufactured urgency because the scarcity is real. You only work with a select few, and price becomes less of an object because you're selling to the right people who desire the rarity and the exclusivity of your offer. Many of my clients work with other clients who literally have no set budget and unlimited strategy work. Back to sales. Now, here's what this whole thing creates for you. Mainstream sells a problem to a solution and then done, which means you are constantly churning clients. Iconic is vision to transformation, to expanded vision, to more transformation, because you get to work with a client for life. It becomes this beautiful cycle of growth instead of a one-time transaction. Now, let me tell you why this just feels completely different, lands completely differently for great experts like you. Because when you let go of that pain-based selling and lean in to your creativity, your innovation, and your genius, you start selling what you love to deliver. You create a business from joy instead of constantly psyching yourself up into that dig into pain and I have to sell from this manufactured urgency. You are literally doing your life's best work and being paid appropriately for this level of extreme excellence and mastery. So tell me, which conversation would you rather have? The mainstream conversation, something like, here's what's wrong with your business and here's how I'm going to fix it, versus the iconic conversation. Let me show you a possibility for your business that's beyond what you've ever imagined. And yes, we'll fix that problem, no problem at all, but we're going to go way up here. When you make this shift, people literally pay you to do your best work, not a watered down version of something that you had to concoct and fit yourself into. You also get to choose who you want to work with and how deep, and you stop apologizing for your extreme brilliance. At this level, it's not a matter of simply whacking a few zeros on what you do. In order to bring this all together, we need to create a recession-proof strategy that will fundamentally change the way that you do business for now and forevermore. So pillar one of your new strategy is iconic mastery. Now, this isn't about becoming more skilled because you already are. This is actually about positioning your expertise so it commands premium prices. Most experts try to be everything to everyone, diluting their genius. Iconic mastery means claiming a singular zone of genius. This is the shift. It's from knowing that you're good to owning your genius completely. Pillar two are your iconic connections. You need to become known to the right people so your connections become paramount. We build those connections through focusing on classic marketing techniques. We call it hyper-targeting, focusing in on a small group of connections that if they knew you as the very best in the world at what you do, it would change everything for you and your business. And let's be honest, for them too. Then you just need the strategy then to activate those relationships. This is all about strategic relationship building with people who value excellence over price. Then pillar three is your iconic presence. This is where you become the undeniable only choice in your market where that pricing becomes irrelevant. So instead of being one of many options, you are the category. You're the leader of the category. My client Jared didn't just increase his fees, he quadrupled his pricing and developed a strategy to influence his entire industry. That's where we want to be playing. So when those three pillars work together, it becomes this self-reinforcing system where ultra premium positioning creates ultra premium results, which attracts ultra premium clients, which reinforces your positioning. Now that's a flywheel I want to be on. It becomes unstoppable. You become unstoppable. So why is this the moment for experts to make this leap? Well, first, AI is making mainstream approaches easier to replicate. But iconic positioning, that work that we're doing to expand vision, that's human. That's unreplicable. Second, economic uncertainty is separating those who can afford that premium expertise from those who can't. The middle market is disappearing, but the top end is thriving. And then third, wealthy clients actually increase their investment in expertise during downturns because they know that that's when fortunes are made. So while your competitors scramble to lower prices, you're positioned where the money flows freely. Listen, the world has changed. The question isn't whether you should make this transition. As an elite expert, it's whether you'll lead it or be left behind. Let me show you some real results from real clients. Real went from 20K programs to $500,000 deals, then on to multi-million-dollar equity transactions. Same expertise, different positioning. Stacey works with billionaires at a $250K minimum investment, facilitating meetings of minds shifting humanity. These aren't outliers. This is what happens when you understand the difference between mainstream and iconic selling and bed it into everything that you do. Icons sell consistently at this level because of that 3-pillar system: mastery, connections, and presence. If this resonated, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, what's the one thing that you do better than anyone else? Your iconic transformation starts today.